Hello, everyone. Today we're going to be doing a comic book review of Saban's Go-Go Power Rangers by Boom Studios. So after I'm done reviewing all the Go-Go Power Rangers comic books, I'm going to be getting into the Mighty Morphin comic books and then the new stuff that just came out too. So if you guys love Power Rangers, subscribe to my channel and let's get into Go-Go Power Rangers issue 1. So this issue starts off with the Rangers fighting Goldar. This is the day right after they got their powers. It's exactly the day right after they got their powers from Zordon, and we see all the Rangers in the Megazord fighting off Goldar, but then Goldar retreats, and then the Rangers take off their helmets after Goldar retreated, and instead of having lightning in the sky, it's back to normal with the sun, and they're all sitting here just enjoying themselves. Trini's talking about how she's afraid of heights. Billy and Zach and Kimberly are arguing over the name of the Megazord and the name of all their Zords. And then Trini tells Jason that he can talk because the battle's over, but Jason looks at Trini and says, "No, the war has just begun." Then we see Angel Grove Youth Center and Juice Bar. This is 3 months before Arrival Day, and Arrival Day is when they got their powers. So this is 3 months before Arrival Day. We see Jason up at 6 a.m. He's fighting inside the youth center and / Juice Bar, and he's been training for hours and hours. When Ernie walks in and tells him that it's 6 o'clock, and that he's confused why he's training at 6 o'clock in the morning. And then Jason tells Ernie that when he was younger, he hurt some kid, and he was a big bully to him, and he never wants to be a bully to anybody else, so he trains so hard so that nobody else gets bullied. Then we see at Angel Grove High School, where we see Zach and Jason walking into the school, and Zach's telling Jason how you need to stop with all this training and you need to focus on life. You need to find a girlfriend. You need to get a lot more friends because you only have 4 friends. But Jason said he has no time for that. But we see that Zach is a ladies' man, and he's more of a jokester than how he was in the show. And I really liked it. We got to see a more different kind of take on Zach. Then we see in the parking lot, because Jason and Zach were in the school, in the parking lot, we see Trini and Billy, and Trini's talking about how she has a crush, but she's afraid to ask him out because of fear of humiliation and rejection. And Billy's like, if you don't ask him out, you never know. Then we see Billy get hit by a water balloon by the one and only Bulk and Skull. Then we see Billy and Trini go in there, and Trini's telling everyone that Billy got hit with the water balloon. She's telling that to Zach and Jason. Then we see Matthew, one of the players on the football team, go up to Billy and tell Billy, we get rid of Broken Skull by beating him up. But Billy tells Matthew that it's okay. Matthew is an original character from the Boom Studio comic books. He was never in the TV show at all. Then we see On the Moon. This is On the Moon. It's at the exact same time everything's taking place in the high school. And if you've seen the Day of the Dead episode from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, you know what this event is. It's when the astronauts came to Earth and came to the moon and accidentally freed Rita and Goldar. But in this comic book, they get captured because in the show they just got blown up and died. In this one, they get captured by Rita and are taken hostage. Then we go back down to Earth, and it's after school, and this is Angel Grove Youth Center and Juice Bar again. And we see everybody talking about how they wish they could have helped clean up the city after that battle against Goldar, but they don't want anybody to find out that they're Power Rangers. Then we see that Billy and Trini's moms are worried about them ever since the destruction of Goldar attacking everybody in the city. Then Jason gets a call from Zordon on his space phone, and this is before Billy created the communicators, so they don't have the communicators yet, so they have a space phone. So then they go to the command center, Billy, Zach, Jason, and Trini. But then we see on this mountain at night, we see it because when they're at the Angel Grove Youth Center and Juice Bar, it's nighttime. So that's why after he gets the call and they go to the command center, it's still the same time, and it's on top of a hill at night. We see Matthew, the football guy who was going to help Billy deal with Broken Skull, and we find out that Matthew is dating Kimberly, and Kimberly and Matthew are about to kiss by a car when she gets a text message from Trini, and Matthew just thinks it's girl stuff, so he doesn't argue with Kimberly, but actually Trini is texting Kimberly to come to the command center right away. So they're at the command center, and Zordon is talking to everybody about how the Day of the Dead, when those astronauts came to the moon, as we saw earlier in this comic. Well, Zordon's talking to the team about how they went to space and those astronauts never came back. And Jason's telling Zordon that they should go to space and stop. And they should go to space and save the astronauts. But Zordon's like, I don't know if you should do this. But Jason's like, I know we can do it. So then Zordon lets them go up to the moon. And Trini has to call her mom and tell her that she won't be back for a while. And Kimberly has to tell Matthew that she will be gone for a while too. So then they get ready to go to the moon and they yell, "It's morphin' time." Then we see Zach turn into the Mastodon. Then we see Billy turn into the Pterodactyl. We see Kimberly turn into the no, I messed up. My fault, guys. We see Zach turn into the Mastodon. We see Billy turn into the Triceratops. We see Kimberly turn into the Pterodactyl. We see Trini turn into Saber-Tooth Tiger, and then we see Jason turn into the Tyrannosaurus Rex. And then they morph into Power Rangers, as we see the Red Ranger, the Pink Ranger, the Black Ranger, the Yellow Ranger, and the Blue Ranger. And then they head to space, and they go up to Rita's lair, because that's where the astronauts are being holed. And then Rita releases all these putties at them, and they start attacking these putties, and they have their super weapons, and they're over here fighting off the putties. Jason tells everybody to head to inside Rita's lair. Head inside Rita's lair, and Jason will handle the putties. So that's what they do. They run inside, and then Billy and Zach see Goldar, and Billy and Zach are fighting off Goldar, while Kimberly and Trini are saving the astronauts, while Billy and Zach are fighting off Goldar. And we see Jason comes in the building, and he's going after Rita, and Rita attacks Jason. My fault. Rita attacks Jason and puts a lightning on him, which he flies through a wall, and then he lands on the other Rangers. And then we find out that Rita was listening on the Rangers this whole time, and now she knows their secret identities and who they are. Well, guys, that was my review of Go-Go Power Rangers issue 1. This is an amazing series, and I'm glad to review more of the other issues. I love you guys all, and I'll see you guys next time.